Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your February horoscopes here, both your general overview for the month and love. For those of you who are interested in my giveaway, I'm going to be choosing two winners this month. You'll get to choose between a free reading or a free healing session. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. Now let's take a look and see what February has in store. Hey Capricorn, this reading is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Capricorn, general overview, February 2020. Capricorn, general overview, February 2020. I'm hearing a message around children. You may find that you have a crossover with Aquarius or an Aquarius. Spirit's talking to me about children trying to communicate in colors. Children trying to communicate in colors. Also that children will more easily see somebody's true colors than maybe you this month, okay? So if you introduce your child to somebody and they're sort of not feeling this person, or they say something negative about this person, if they have a dream about somebody, even if it seems out of character, trust them because they're seeing something that you might be missing. Also trust that this could also be your inner child. So even if somebody on paper looks good, you've never had a bad experience with this person, this could be your inner child triggered. And that in and of itself showing you someone's true colors. So pay attention to your intuition. But there's something around children in general communicating in colors. So if you have children and they're very creative, pay attention to what they're drawing. Pay attention to colors that they're seeing. I'm seeing the color blue. There's specific energy attached to that. I feel like children are channeling something this month. So again, this could be your inner child channeling colors, seeing repetitive colors, really feeling drawn toward a particular color, wearing a particular color, decorating your house. There's a spiritual component to that. I feel like angels are speaking to your children, to your inner child. These are messages you need to hear, okay? So let's get a little bit more clarity. Capricorn general overview, February. Ooh, I love this. Okay. Reward yourself, but also child. I often get child or children that comes through this card. It's interesting. I'm seeing a child being rewarded, and for there maybe being a particular color attached to the award, like blue maybe being like a first place award. I'm seeing like a blue ribbon. This could be a childhood memory. This doesn't have to be your children or children that you're connected to, but I think for many of you, this is speaking to your actual children. The Spirit is also showing me that with the color blue in connection to your inner child, you're getting better at communicating. So we talk about communicating in colors. Blue is the throat chakra, okay? So the inner child is getting better at communicating, triggering your intuition. You're getting better at hearing your inner child. Communication here, communication in children is just so key. There is guidance. Spirit is asking you to pay attention to these messages. Like center of the reading, though, again, blue, Archangel Michael sits at the center. There's nothing to worry about. Blue is protective, okay? If a child is being drawn toward blue, is speaking about somebody's behavior that's a little off, Archangel Michael is speaking to them to protect themselves, to protect their energy. You may be picking up on this. You may be feeling like, okay, I need more blue in the house. I need more blue around my child. It's Archangel Michael coming through, but there isn't anything to worry about. You are hearing a message, though, that you are being protected, but from what? This is what Spirit's asking you to pay attention to. It doesn't mean that you have to really have any real worry around negative energy or a negative person, but just to pay attention so that doesn't start to interfere with your life. If something's off, just block it out. Ask Archangel Michael to cleanse. Ask Archangel Michael to protect. Yeah, there's a lot of children and a lot of cleansing here. Okay, 2 cards just popped, but we're going to start here. Ocean. This is going to go hand in hand with asking Archangel Michael to cleanse. Also, if you think of the ocean, the blue water, this has been coming up a lot. I've been talking to my private clients about this a lot too, but this comes through really strong for you, Capricorn. So for those of you who cleanse your space with sage, that's amazing and it's very powerful, but some of us are more connected to sea salt, okay? So the ocean, it's sea salt bath or baths, cleansing in a sea salt bath. But what I've been recommending often, and this is something I do with incredible results, sometimes this is more powerful than actually saging your house. I'll get a spray bottle. Get something with like a decent nozzle, because if you're spraying your whole house and you're doing it every day, it can actually hurt your hand if you get like a super cheap one. Just putting that out there from experience. But mix some sea salt. You don't need a ton of sea salt because then you're going to start to see it when it dries all over doors and surfaces. But just sprinkle a little bit of sea salt. Really mix it well with warm water and spray yourself. Spray it around your house. Very cleansing here, but it's also very protective. There's this energy around protecting your children, protecting your inner child, cleansing so you can connect to inner child at this time. When we come back to children, reward yourself, being clarified by innocence. I really think a child is being rewarded. I think a child is being rewarded for their creativity, okay? Creativity often comes through this. Their drawings, their paintings, their music, their ability to communicate maybe beyond the average for their age group. I'm definitely seeing some seriously evolved children in the mix, even if they're little kids, really an old soul, and that really showing like big time now. But this is also you. Rewarding yourself by acknowledging, one, the messages of the inner child, the love that you need to extend to inner child. But I see you being rewarded by being kinder to yourself. Like this comes through as Capricorn really nurturing themselves, allowing themselves to be in gentle environments. I just heard gentle music, so probably meditative music, possibly while you're cleansing, but being conscious of protecting your energy so other people cannot interfere with work. Other people can't interfere with your moods, because I do feel what happens sometimes with Capricorn taking on other people's responsibilities, taking care of everybody. And you do a really great job at this, and this doesn't mean you shouldn't be taking care of people that you love, but you also take on their burdens, you take on their energy, you take on their pain. This comes through as Capricorn saying, okay, I'm going to help and I'm going to love, but I'm also going to have healthy boundaries. I'm going to have healthy spiritual boundaries, so I'm not absorbing other people's energy. I just see Capricorn being more conscious of their highest good, their inner child. So into the reading, again, we're getting like a lot of blue here. Blue's going to apply to more than just a few of you. Clarifying, there's nothing to worry about. Archangel Michael, ask Archangel Michael for clarity. Ask Archangel Michael to help you cleanse. Ask Archangel Michael for protection, okay? Really utilize your free will. Will angels show up for you this month if you don't ask? For sure. But they can only do so much, okay? Because angels and divine, they really do respect our free will. So if you're not consciously asking for help, there's going to be a limit on that. And you're not supposed to limit this. For those of you worried about a child being bullied, this is a really good month to speak to your children and to start teaching your children about spirituality, about Archangel Michael and setting protection. Just having like a little routine, a simple little prayer or intention that you set before they go to school every day, before they go to sleep at night, because I'm seeing children being bullied, whether it be at school, possibly having bad dreams, so some negative energy creeping in there. Speak to your children about this. They'll be very receptive, more so than other adults you've had these kinds of conversations with. It feels like it's time to open up your kids to this if you haven't already, okay? It feels like something that will really help them in the real world. It will give them a little bit more power, help them feel a little bit more empowered instead of going to school feeling fear, instead of at night laying in bed like being afraid of some negative feeling. It's like, call on Archangel Michael, and this is how we do it. This is how we protect. This is how we cleanse. It's like there's a child, even if they're young, it empowers them. They are an old enough soul to not only understand this, but to need this, like to really vibe with this. Again, this could be you speaking to your inner child, empowering yourself, empowering inner child here. But there's a lot of protection and cleansing, okay? Ocean being clarified by perfect time. This comes through as the perfect time to create, but first start with cleanse, okay? The perfect time to launch something new after a cleanse. I feel like this would happen in stages. I'm feeling a lot of creative energy here. I feel like for those of you who are creative souls and who honor that this month, maybe circle back to something that's been on the back burner. Spend more time creating in whatever way you're drawn to create. It heals the inner child. There's the inner child's connection. Even if you create in a way you normally wouldn't create. Like if you're not a painter, but all of a sudden you're like, I just feel inspired to do this. I feel inspired to do, I just heard like a paint by number. One that could be like a little meditative, even if it feels childish. Your inner child's going to get so much from that. But again, it's a child speaking in colors. There's messages for you there. There's messages from Archangel Michael for you there, okay? Crowning the reading is focused on service. Couple of messages. For those of you who don't do energy work for yourself, reach out to somebody who can help you with this. There could be some cleansing, some energy work, protecting you, protecting a child, just eliminating some negative experiences if you feel like that's something you, a child, your inner child, has been dealing with, something that's been surfacing, probably a karmic connection here. But I'm also seeing for those of you who are healers, even if you're sort of at the beginning stage of that journey, to really honor that you are feeling drawn to help other people for a reason. It's not coincidental. It's because it's an alignment of soul purpose. You know, there's a lot of cleansing and healing here, not so much forward progress with new ideas and launching new businesses, but if you've already been doing the cleansing, you've already been doing the healing. This is what I feel like. This is one of the messages I feel coming through really strong. How can you help other people? You may be helping other people through colors. You may be helping other people who can only create through colors, okay? That's not going to make sense to all of you, but to some of you it will. Reach out to people who can help you too this month, okay? It's not always on you. You're allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to ask for help. It's not always Capricorn having to put out all the fires. Make sure you take care of yourself. But I feel like you've already been rewarded. You will continue to be rewarded because it does feel like you're owning that and coming from that place of self-love and doing what is of your highest good at this time. Bottom of the deck, we have acceptance and we have life purpose, okay? All of this cleansing, all of this inner child healing and communication, these messages from Archangel Michael, maybe getting some energy healing done. It's aligning you with soul purpose. It is aligning you with life purpose. Is there a shift of energy at this time? Yes. It won't be as drastic in February as maybe months past or months ahead in this year, but this is a pivotal moment. Without getting energy healing done, without hearing these messages, without healing the children around you or the child within, you're going to miss some of these messages and opportunities to move forward. Something needs to change, okay? It's not going to change overnight in February, but the ball is rolling, okay? You should not be feeling stuck or stagnant. It really is the perfect time to move forward with something creative. Creative, colors, or communication, or some sort of energy healing. It's the perfect time now. Okay, so make time for this month. Okay, Capricorn, let's get some clarity on love, because I do feel like some of this cleansing and inner child work is going to pertain to love life. I am feeling, again, back to that message of a child maybe being able to see somebody's true colors that maybe you have missed. If your child meets a new partner and they don't like them and you don't understand that, you don't necessarily have to take it at face value, but like entertain that your child may be picking up on something that you're missing, okay? This could apply to a friend. This could apply to a coworker. Trust your kids this month. All right, let's get a little bit more clarity. Capricorn in love. February 2020. Capricorn in love. February 2020. Capricorn in love. I'm hearing the words Capricorn has their sights set on somebody. Capricorn has their sights set on somebody. It's probably someone with the soulmate connection here. Capricorn has their sights set on somebody. Let's get a little bit more clarity. Coming from that place of self-love, You have your sights set on somebody. Is it somebody new? If you are single, especially if you've been single for a little while, this person may not have entered your life yet until you get a little further into February. I see somebody sort of rocking the boat a little bit. Like you feeling some emotions and you're like, oh, this is what feelings feel like again. It's like someone turns the emotional side of you back on, especially if you feel like it's been dormant, especially if you feel like you've only really seen success in career or with family, but there's something about love life, there's been a disconnect. Spirit saying it's because of the inner child healing. It's because of the self-love. It's like there's a reactivation of emotions, of being able to feel, of calling in people and put you in alignment with these emotions. Somebody special possibly coming through in February. This does feel like soulmate energy for you. I love this, expressing your love. You may be surprised at somebody showing up and you having really intense emotions. This also feels like for some of you, Capricorn, this could be your partner too, especially if this is more of like a new relationship or someone you're not quite exclusive with yet. Feels like somebody's triggering, like there's a little bit of conflict in terms of emotion, not because anybody's done anything wrong, but there could be a little bit of fear. There could be a little fear in the mix that somebody's feeling love. It could be a little fear of being loved, like wondering if that will last, wondering if that is short-lived. Try not to give in to those fears. If you feel a little like emotions a little all over the place, recognize it probably comes from a place of fear. This is a good month to cleanse that, move past that. Because if you're single or if you're in the beginning stages of a relationship, you're calling in something and somebody pretty significant here. For those of you in committed relationships, it feels like you overcome a challenging time where emotions were all over the place. Now, if you don't feel like your emotions were all over the place, this could be your loved one. This could be your significant other. As somebody dealing with really, really extreme emotions, someone dealing with a lot of turmoil, it may not have been triggered by you or something in your relationship. It could have been a loss. It could have been grief. I see somebody overcoming this, though. Waters, emotion, creativity, being more fluid but less violent. I see more love. I see more peace. I see attraction, and I see a lot of fun through this. Okay, for those of you who've been feeling emotions all over the place, possibly triggered by a separation or someone who wasn't honest, because take a look at this, okay? Clarified by deception. Who deceived you? This person's in the past now, right? I do think for some of you, you could be working through an issue that came up with a partner. Somebody was deceptive. Somebody did lie. Somebody did get caught. Again, I'm feeling Aquarius in the mix here for you. So some of you may be on the cusp. You may want to watch Aquarius's video too. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. Somebody was deceptive and they got caught, hence somebody's emotions just sort of feeling out of control. Somebody being shocked. Like I see somebody feeling emotions that are painful, but the good news is that you move past this month. Whether you're working toward forgiveness and giving somebody another shot or just letting this go completely because you know you deserve good love, you know you deserve honesty. I see somebody overcoming some really difficult emotions, okay? So as you move through February, you're going to find not only healing, but also peace. I'm seeing peace of mind with Capricorn. Possibly a deceptive partner, being really obvious to a child. And that doesn't mean it's just like a young child. This could be your adult child being like, Mom, Dad, what are you... Really, it's so obvious. They're hiding something. There's something shady there. There's an issue there. It could have been an adult child shining some light, or this possibly coming up early February for you, okay? But you do move past this. I don't see you being stuck in February in this space. Spirit is showing me movement toward peace. Center of the reading. Express your love. Clarify by healing. Family issues, you're healing, okay? This is this movement, this healing, whether you're single, you're a couple, whoever's been dealing with the difficult emotions, whoever's been, someone, Spirit just said someone who's been crying. Someone who's been crying, whoever that is, it's not that you dry your tears in and bury the pain. It's like you just come to the completion of that cycle. Like you're not really sad enough to cry anymore. You're sort of like, all right, I'm ready to forgive. We're going to express love. We're just going to move past this. So you know what? Self-love, cool. I felt these emotions. I channeled these emotions into something creative. I got these up and out. I'm ready to move on. Because I see you by the time you get to Spirit saying like the 3rd or 4th week of February. Yes, there's something fun. There's something social. It's interesting. Leo has been coming up in a few different readings now for other signs, but it's like it doesn't have to necessarily be a Leo, but it's like that Leo sun energy, that really empowered. So you go from maybe feeling this sadness, this grief, this shock, these emotions to, okay, healing, to now all of a sudden this energy, attraction clarified by friends, like social, empowered, sunshine, really not even caring about what this is. It's almost like even if somebody wants a second chance, you might be like, look, that's not happening, but I forgive you. Like, I legit just let this go. There's probably a catalyst. Okay, so if you're coming into February and you're not feeling like that's the case yet, you may have a catalyst for this the beginning of February. I don't think those emotions or that sadness, that doesn't feel like it's going to last very long. It feels like it's necessary so you get emotions up and out so you can finally heal, so you can finally forgive, but Spirit's saying so that you can finally let go. Move on to something better. You're either going to move on to something better and a better chapter, a better cycle with your current partner, or you've let somebody go and it just like is what it is. You will call in more than one person, especially when you're out with your friends. Don't worry though about searching for love, looking for love. Don't have that energy out there. Just be open. Let Spirit know that you're open. When you're out with your friends, focus on having a good time with your friends. Like, be social. That is going to make you more magnetic. It's somebody who isn't putting that like searching, desperate energy out there into the universe. That will repel potential partners who would otherwise be attracted to you. When you're just out having fun with friends, you're carefree, you're loving life, you're feeling joy. That's when you are the most radiant. Okay. So I see you again by that third or fourth week of February. You come into alignment with this very empowered, very attractive energy. So if you are single, especially if you've gone through a breakup and you do feel like there have been some heavier emotions, this is where I feel like you're calling somebody new in, but later in the month, okay? Calling somebody new in later in the month, or healing and getting back to those romantic feelings. I see somebody being able to honor feelings and they weren't able to before. This could also be preventing a new relationship from coming in. Maybe somebody triggered some love and some romantic feelings. Someone got scared in the mix here, and so they sort of like shut down for a minute. This is movement forward, not being so afraid. Yes, somebody was deceptive. Somebody hurt you in the past, but that's not how everybody's going to show up now, okay? I don't necessarily see Capricorn being stuck in karmic cycles unless you suppress this, emotion, unless you shut down out of fear. Then Spirit will circle back some of those karmic partners, some of those karmic lessons. But if you can move forward, especially from a place of self-love, you're good. By the time you get to the end of February, you're very much back into the flow of not just love, but like loving life, love for life. I think that's the best kind of love. Loving life, self-love, that's where you're at. That's where you're headed this month. Bottom of the deck, we have stay optimistic. I see somebody who is retreating, who's going to be much more open to love by the end of the month. A lot of progress. Stay optimistic about healing in regards to a current partnership, a current relationship, because it's inevitable. I see somebody actually saying, I know that I held on to this and I had a really hard time letting this go, but I love you so much and I'm just going to be done. I'm just going to consciously let this go. I'm consciously going to let this go. Let's just move forward together. I think for some of you in committed relationships, it's like this breakthrough energy. It allows you to move forward. I do see some travel here too with someone that you love. Travel with someone that you love. Sunshine, more peaceful waters, not like white water rafting, like not like that turbulent kind of. It might look beautiful, no like crazy waterfalls. That's not the energy you need this month, but I see like a really calm ocean, a really nice lake, like something really peaceful, because that is going to mirror where Spirit's trying to get your emotions, okay? Trying to get either you or a partner, their emotions to sort of settle down and be peaceful. Travel to that kind of environment would be very healthy and very healing for those of you in committed relationships at this time. Okay, Capricorn, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out to me. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for energy healing work. I think you guys know that is what I specialize in. I'm a shaman. I'm a Reiki master teacher. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need help. If you're not an energy healer yourself, I'm so happy to help you with this. But I will be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading. In the meantime, I'm sending you all so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Love you, Capricorn. Ciao.